you have downloaded the code, you have to open up this Foodly backend, and after that you have to do npm I. Now with this, it would install the necessary dependencies, but I have already done it, so there is not much in the console. And then you should do npm start, and with this it would start the server in a port number 6003. Okay, so as you can see, it's connected to port 603, and we also are connected to Firebase, and here it also says that it connected to the DB, all right, which is our database. Okay, now after that, actually what we could do, we could come over here, and if you do come over here and if you try it locally, you'll see that there are two env files. So you're going to change this one. Now over here there is this API base URL. Okay, now API base URL, in fact you can just simply write this HTTP, and then you can do like this. If you are on Android, our port number is 603. This is what you could do. All right, and this should work. Okay, if you run on the simulator, you'll see that, okay, so I have restarted the simulator, and if you look at this, and actually it works. Okay, the other way to get around is this: if you go ahead and find your local IP address. Now you can find it over here, is from here. So you come to Mac, and then you do network, and then you copy this and you put it over here, and it would work. Okay, looks like I was not able to copy that. Let's go ahead and copy like this, and then I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to run it, and it would work. Okay, it would definitely work. All right, okay, right. Now this is a very recommended for everyone else, like on iOS simulator and Android simulator. Okay, but if you just specifically run for iOS, you could also do this one, and it would work as well. But I don't have iOS simulator right now, so this is one way to go. But there is actually a better way, because here actually you want to run HTTPS. Okay, by the way, you can ignore this one for now. We can just simply go ahead and ignore this. Okay, this doesn't really matter. You can ignore, you can remove that. Okay, but I just kept it here. Okay, in first test you can just go ahead and remove this. Okay, all right, so now there's a better way. The thing why we want to do it better way, because we want to have HTTPS, but none of the local IP address is connected with HTTPS. It is possible to do that, but it's painful. So what we could do, we could go ahead and install ngrok. Now I have a lot of tutorials on my channel. You can just go ahead and search how to install ngrok, and once you do that, here you have to write ngrok http, and then you need to mention your port number. Okay, so this is the port number that we want to run, and then here it will pop up with a connection. And here, as you see that here we have HTTPS, and if we go ahead and enlarge it, it also says that it's a mapping localhost to this one. So instead of having any of this like this, actually we could access it like this. Okay, all right, so now once again everything should be working correctly. So with this we get a default HTTPS, a valid HTTPS, and as you see that you come here, access different pages, this and that, you'll see that over here we get some response back because we are navigating to different pages or links or URL. Okay, all right, so it's working. And with this, it's also a good way to keep track of your API, that the one that you are accessing, whether they have any problem or not. And here we all see that these are all 200, so that's fine. All right, so that's the first way to go ahead and run your app locally. So you can do it 3 ways. You can just go ahead and do one. So we could run it three ways. The first one is this, the second one is if your IP address that you get from your computer, and third one is ngrok. Okay, now I would say ngrok is better because it helps you to get rid of many other problems, because your base URL should always have an HTTPS.